Magna is one of the largest suppliers to the auto industry in the world. Here at the IAA, they're looking into transformability, the future of the car industry. We're going to take a closer look to see what that might look like. Magna is a key automotive industry supplier with 124,000 employees all around the world. Magna partner with many of the car manufacturers presenting here in Frankfurt. They're using their stand at the IAA to answer many of the basic questions of mobility. For example, how can cars of the future prevent traffic jams? How can gestures replace complicated controls? And how can the driver gain an unobstructed view, eliminating the notorious blind spot? What Magna shows us gives us a fascinating insight into what's possible now and in the near future. But the focus here is not on dictating to drivers how they'll be able to drive in future, it's primarily on looking at people's expectations from all forms of mobility.
The car of the future is the consumer's desire of the systems they would like to see in a car 10, 15 years from now. From a Magna perspective, we try to take all the requirements from the legislative, regulatory side. We like to look at the consumer trends from mobility concepts, individualization, other mega trends of how big cities are emerging. And we try to take all of this and boil it down to what it really means to a product, whether it is the seat, the interior, the exterior of the car, the structures, the powertrain, and so on. A combination of all of these things put together describes what the car of the future is going to be for Magna.
In the Magna TransformAbility exhibition at the IAA, the company examines many issues of current and future mobility, from the latest developments in autonomous driving and alternative drive systems to innovations in the broad field of assistance systems and the networked car, giving cybersecurity an increasingly important role.
Cybersecurity, for example, is an answer to an emerging trend in the industry. Consumers want to have a seamless transition of life outside the car to inside the car. So there is a lot of data that goes into the car, to the driver and passengers, and also from the car to the infrastructure and other cars, which is basically the connected car of the future. So as we have the connectivity as a main theme, we have to protect the data and we have to protect the different vulnerable points in a car in terms of security. So being able to provide a solution to that is cybersecurity.
Magna has recently worked in cooperation with the company Magna Cybersecurity to develop security systems to protect networks against attacks from hackers. The system of Argus protects the board computer system of a car and can be installed directly in the vehicle or also retrofitted as additional equipment. The technology has been tested by the US government and is highly suitable for every networked vehicle. The individual motorist is less likely to be aware of what impact Magna has on the car that they drive. For example, every new Ford S-Max driver uses an electronic vision system designed by Magna, but they probably don't know that they do. This provides the dynamic family car a comfort and safety level previously only known in the luxury class of vehicles. The front and rear view camera system with other navigation aids transmits a 180-degree perspective into the cockpit. The subject of lightweight construction to reduce fuel consumption also plays an increasingly important role at the suppliers.
The carbon fiber A-class hood that you see is a production component. It is on a low volume performance vehicle, and we have done that in the past, and this is one other way to show capability in our lightweighting initiative for the cars. We address many things like aluminum, magnesium, different types of steels, composite lift gates, and the next generation is the carbon fiber hood.
The carbon fiber hood of Magna not only saves significantly on total weight, but also helps to lower the center of gravity and thus enhance the vehicle's driving dynamic. Even with such highly specialized technical solutions being produced in smaller quantities, it soon becomes clear how complex technical innovations are being utilized in the vehicles that we drive. Autonomous driving or driver assistance systems are virtually unthinkable without constant development work from suppliers like Magna. We'll all soon be taking some of these features completely for granted in average production cars. It will be really interesting to see which innovations arrive in the car collections of the near future. Of all of the innovations we've seen here today at the Magna stand, some are in pre-production cars already, some will be in production cars tomorrow. What will be really exciting will be to see which of these innovations will make it through to the cars that we'll be driving tomorrow.